Welcome to this edition of the First Aid Show. In this edition, we're going to look at what you do with an AED unit to get it ready after you've used it once. Once you've used an AED and the emergency services have taken the patient away, you need to get the AED ready for use again. So when you take it out, you'll probably find the pads might still be connected. So the first thing you need to do is disconnect the pads and throw them away. These are single-use pads. You might find with the pads themselves, if they've just been peeled off of somebody, it's a good idea just to stick them together. So maybe just face to face, then they won't accidentally stick on anything. And also it makes absolutely sure these pads will never be used again. So the pads themselves, just take those and throw them away because they have no use. The actual unit itself, it may well be that in using the AED unit it's got dirty, so you might want to just wipe it over with a cloth, just a damp cloth. You don't want to wash it and get it very wet, but just clean it up if there's any dirt on it, and just check the case, just make sure there's nothing, maybe take it out the case, make sure that there's no rubbish or bits of grass and stuff like that in there. Then you need to restock the AED. So you'll need to get yourself some new pads. And when you get the new pads, record the fact that the date you're putting the pads in, record the expiry date on the pads in your logbook. So you've got a record that the AED was used, and also you've got a record that you have put new pads in it on a set date. So take the pads, check they're all okay, check the date on them, and then you can put those in the AED unit in the top section. The other thing you need to check is while you're using this AED, you've used the gloves, you might use the scissors, the razor. Again, you need to restock those. If you need to, get hold of another razor and pop that into the AED, another set of gloves, and if you've used the scissors, you can probably use those again, but it may well look at damage. You may need to replace them or clean them and put them back into the AED unit. So as far as using the AED next time, we've now got new pads, we've got the AED kit, the scissors, the razor and the gloves, and the unit is just about ready to put back, ready for use. The next thing you need to do is just double check everything's working. Check that the function light is okay, check that it's working all right. Check the unit by turning it on. If you turn the unit on, it should go through the initial cycle. That will just prove the unit's working okay. The battery has been used at this stage, but depending on how old the battery is, it's probably going to be fine to use again. If there is a battery warning, you will need to replace the battery on the unit as soon as possible. If you have got a battery warning and you haven't got a spare battery, don't worry, you can still use that battery even when the warning's coming up. It's got quite a lot of life left in it, just in case it's needed. So final thing is just test it. So if you push the on button, the green button.
Be sure that ambulance has been called. Remove clothing from patient's chest to expose bare skin.
And then push the green button again. You're just checking to see that the function of the unit is working okay. Once you've done all this, then you can zip the unit back up, put it back on the shelf, and it's ready to use next time.